It's for good cause, I swear.
By Sarah1281. Chapter 24. Turns out, Kanaha has dog therapy. Fortunately for Sasuke and Sakura's MSR, which would surely suffer from attacking a teammate seemingly out of the blue, his match was up next and he quickly made his way down to the arena. I've been waiting for this match, Kiba announced. Ever since, I don't care. Sasuke got him off. I just want to fight Naruto, and Gaara will probably be a fun opponent as well. But mostly Naruto. Oh, so you have faith that he'll win his next match? Sakura called then irritably. Sasuke nodded. Of course, nothing against Amari or anything, but Naruto is my epic rival. I have to have faith in him because if he sucks, that reflects poorly on me.
That's why I didn't want Konohamaru to declare me his epic rival,
Naruto agreed.
Well then, and he had a tendency to very noticeably stuck me and his only aides. It also looks bad if your epic rival is in their first year at the academy. Although I did kind of suck when our epic rivalry started.
Sasuke shrugged. What can I say? I looked underneath the underneath. I have seriously got to look into getting that phrase trademarked, Kakashi decided. You guys are so stupid, Sakura complained.
Hey, it's not like you don't have an epic rivalry going on with Ino,
Naruto pointed out. I think she's more focused on Tamari right now, to be honest, Sakura replied. Well, I'll be leaving soon enough, and you're welcome to her, Tamari said. Seriously, I really don't need her obsessing over me. It's not like our rivalry is even the same since it started off a bit more boy-focused than yours did, Sakura added. I should think so, Sasuke concurred, seeing as how neither Naruto nor I like boys. At that point, Kiba burst out laughing. Did what I said amuse you? Sasuke asked coldly. Wait, don't mind me. The obscenity of what you just said was too much for me, Kiba informed him as his laughter had subsided to the point where he could speak again. You're going out of your way to provoke me, Sasuke noted. Why? Because it amuses me, Kiba answered. Plus, it's almost as easy to do as provoking Naruto, but twice as amusing and could practice for when we're related someday. The day will never happen, Sasuke insisted. Keep telling yourself that, Sasuke, Kiba said patronizingly. Because if I understand the situation correctly, then... Can you just start the match already? Sasuke interrupted, turning to Obito. But additions to our family is really something that I need to know, Obito protested. But now is not the time, Sasuke exclaimed. Obito-san, fine, begin. After what happened with Shino and his pool bugs, normally I would have some reservations about using Akamaru, but since I have your word you won't do something lame like threaten to kill him if I don't surrender, I'm going to go right ahead with my original plan. Let's go, Akamaru, Kiba ordered. I don't want your surrender, Sasuke told him, activating his Sharingan. I want to knock you unconscious. As Kiba and Akamaru ran towards Sasuke, Kiba took out a smoke bomb and tossed it ahead of him. Your Sharingan won't do you much good if you can't see, he gloated. Some good is better than no good, Sasuke replied. He saw Akamaru coming literally a split second before the dog would have made contact and reached up to grab him. Stepping out of the smoke, Sasuke held up his prize. That was careless of you, Kiba. What are you going to do with him? Kiba demanded. Kill him? You swore you wouldn't. Sasuke rolled his eyes. For Kami's sake, I'm a ninja. And not the Naruto kind. Why on earth would you take me at my word? But as it happens, I don't intend to kill him. Then what are you going to do? Kiba pressed, a tiny bit of fear leaking into his voice. Mongenkyo Sharingan, Sasuke said by way of explanation. He turned the puppy around until they had eye contact. Tsukiyomi. Immediately, Akamaru went limp in Sasuke's arms. Akamaru! Kiba cried out. What did you do to him? You know, Sasuke, Sakura called out. Using the Tsukiyomi might not be actually killing him, but torturing puppies really isn't all that better in the eyes of the fangirls. Like I care, Sasuke shot back. Or the MSR! Naruto piped up. I didn't torture him, Sasuke insisted. So you're saying you didn't trap him in an illusionary world of your own creation for what seemed like 3 days to him? Naruto asked innocently. Oh no, I did, Sasuke confirmed. I just sent him to a world with plenty of cats it can run around with. Demon cat clones of Tora, perhaps that would probably be chasing him instead of vice versa. But nobody really had to know that, now did they? Here, catch. he said, tossing Akamaru's limp form at his partner. Don't you think you're kind of overusing that? Sakura asked. I mean, using it on Orochimaru was one thing, and I could even sort of understand when you used it on that cat, but Akamaru too. If I had to deal with the circumstances involved in obtaining it, then I see no reason not to use it every chance I get. Sasuke disagreed.
And you do use it every chance you get.
Naruto agreed. If he has any psychological scarring from this and needs therapy, I'm totally sending the bill to you. Kiba threatened, catching the flying puppy. Is there anywhere I can put him until the end of their match? Just put him off to the side and hope that area of the wall doesn't suffer any damage in the course of the match, Obito advised. Sasuke blinked in confusion. There's dog therapy? Of course! Kiba sounded surprised that he didn't already know this, especially Ninken, since they have to deal with the same kind of traumatizing experiences that ninja do. We don't even have therapists for people, but we have them for pets? Sasuke couldn't believe it. Of course we have people therapists, Kiba exclaimed. Of course they're civilians, so not many ninja go because a lot of information is classified the therapist wouldn't understand, and they just don't want to traumatize a civilian with the reason they need therapy. Why did no one see fit to mention this to me a few years ago when I really could have used it? Sasuke demanded. Clan policy was Uchiha are above such plebeian things as therapy, Obito offered.
Don't worry, Sasuke! I'm as mad as you that nobody mentioned that!
Naruto assured him.
Because seriously, those are 4 years of my life that I can't get back! Well, not through any sane method at least!
Like he's really one to judge sanity, Kakashi muttered. Or me, for that matter. Or anyone, really, who doesn't suck at being a ninja. I'm perfectly sane, Minato protested. You had a demon sealed in your son, the Kazekage reminded him. And while I did the exact same thing, and think it is a wonderful if unstable source of great power, I also fully acknowledge that is not sane behavior. I had no choice, Minato insisted. The village was under attack! Konoha always does have their excuses, the Kazekage said pleasantly. You know, I really did not expect Sasuke to be using such a powerful genjutsu on a puppy in a Chunin exam match. Itachi mused. I don't think I've ever used it for something that frivolous. Yeah, but Sasuke has issues, the Kakashi pointed out, and technically 12. That reminds me. Do you think Sasuke is right and we should have taken him to therapy? Itachi wondered. Granted, it went against our long-standing policy, but since everyone was dead, that really didn't necessarily mean anything. Kakashi thought about it. Well, it might have helped, but he never would have agreed. After all, since he knows about the possibility now, there is nothing stopping him from going to seek it after the exam, but I'll bet you anything that it won't. Now he's a ninja, Itachi pointed out. Ed Kiba does have a point about ninja having a difficult time with therapists. Only when it's about ninja matters, and losing family members really doesn't have to be a ninja matter, Kakashi told him. Under the circumstances, it really was, Itachi countered. If nothing else, he could probably benefit from some nice, civilian-friendly therapy on dealing with changes in one's family, as he really seemed to take the idea of even being indirectly related to Kiba poorly, Kakashi suggested. Do you think he's really that upset about the prospect? Itachi asked, concerned. Hana and I are a little on the young side to be getting married, but we have been dating for the past few years, so that is a very real possibility. I wouldn't want to do anything to seriously upset Sasuke, though. Sasuke doesn't like to be teased, and Kiba seems to take great pleasure in doing just that. Don't worry, though. It'll be fine if you do, Kakashi assured him. Although you may want to make sure you don't leave them in a room alone together, or there will probably be blood. It is a pain to get out of furniture, Itachi noted, not to mention the flooring. I swear to you, Sasuke, I will get vengeance for Akamaru's coma, Kiba declared dramatically. He's not in a coma. Just have Tsunade look at him and he'll be fine, Sasuke said dismissively. But you know, I don't think I've ever had someone swear vengeance on me before. What about those guys from Kumo? Sakura asked. Sasuke blinked. What people from Kumo?
What people from...
Naruto broke off.
Honestly, Sasuke, how can you not know what they were? They were mad that they thought you kidnapped their master and I had to let them beat me up!
Well, I wasn't there at the time, obviously, but I strongly suspect that just happened because you were being a noble idiot, Sasuke hypothesized. It's true, he was, Sakura agreed. And I would also like to just clear up for everyone that Sasuke did not in fact kidnap anyone, and it was all just a misunderstanding. You know, when my team goes on missions, we have to deal with an unexpected attack or two, but at least it's pretty straightforward. Have you guys ever had a straightforward mission? Kiba asked, popping a pill into his mouth. Sasuke didn't even have to think about it. No, never. I think that might be saying something about you people right there, Kiba suggested. Shigaku no jutsu. The boy dropped small fours and a feral look came to his face as his eyes narrowed and he started snarling. Is he taking stimulants? Sasuke demanded. Obito shook his head. No, it's a soldier pill. They tend to have an interesting effect on the Inuzuka. You don't say, Sasuke said dryly. He quickly moved back a few feet as Kiba jumped at the wall and then lunged at him. Good thing too, as when Kiba landed, the floor shook and debris went flying. Kiba didn't even pause as he immediately went after him again. As Sasuke continued to dodge, he tried to remember if he'd ever really seen Kiba fight before. He had faced that Oto girl in the preliminaries, but he had Akamaru with him and hadn't resorted to a soldier pill against her, so that really wouldn't give him a very good idea what to expect. This isn't working, Kiba complained. Suga! With that, Kiba began spinning so fast he resembled a tornado and headed straight for Sasuke. Sasuke was able to dodge most of them, but one blow still made it through. You hit hard, he complimented. You think? Kiba grinned. Indeed, Sasuke confirmed. Too bad that you're, 1 for 20? Kiba narrowed his eyes. Sight out again, I dare you. I think you'll find that I don't need to, as you are already well aware of your difficulty in hitting me, Sasuke said calmly. Kiba leapt in the air to try his Suga again, but Sasuke smirked and said, and now it's my turn. Kagebuyo! With that, he launched Kiba even higher into the air with a swift upper kick. Sasuke then jumped up above Kiba and began raining blows down on him. Shishi Rendon, he said as he finished by throwing Kiba to the ground and kicking him in the chest. And he's out, Obito announced. So Sasuke wins. Seriously, all these head injuries? Should we be concerned about all the brain damage the next generation of ninjas are incurring? Sasuke shrugged. I wouldn't. If it's not brain damage, it's massive emotional trauma. None of us are well adjusted. Except possibly Tenten, but I don't know nearly enough about her to be sure. And that concludes the first round of the Chunin exam final. Obito announced to the crowd at large. There will be a 15-minute intermission before the next round of fights start. Just to remind everyone, Gaara has a bye this round. Naruto is fighting Temari, and Sakura is fighting Sasuke. Hurry up and place your bets, because unless Naruto decides to match his teammates and show up late, we will be starting on time. Once Sasuke made his way back to the balcony, he, Naruto, and Sakura immediately moved to the far end, so as not to have to censor their conversation.
This is so weird,
Naruto murmured.
We're actually going on to the second round. I'm concerned. Do you think anything has changed?
Sakura snorted. Everything has changed. As for what you're asking, I don't know. Try not to completely exhaust yourself and end up unconscious, just in case, though. I make no promises when I get to Naruto, Sasuke said. We don't get to fight nearly enough.
You guys fight every day, Sakura objected. That's sparring, Sakura,
Naruto corrected her.
There's a difference.
Who uses A-class jutsu during a spar? Sakura demanded. We do, obviously, Sasuke replied somewhat condescendingly. I still have that kunai Kiba gave me, you know, Sakura warned him.
All the Asa people use dangerous and potentially lethal jutsu in friendly spars,
Naruto explained.
But hey, at least we check to see if anyone else is around before we start. Well, usually. Sometimes. But I remember.
I think we checked once, Sasuke remarked.
And no one was there,
Naruto announced. You guys are going to end up killing someone someday, Sakura said, shaking her head ruefully.
Sakura, hate to break it to you, but we're ninja. Killing people is what we do,
Naruto pointed out.
Well, why we're not saving them from themselves?
But you're not supposed to be killing random people who happen to walk by you two sparring, Sakura protested. I have 2 really tough matches ahead of me, Sasuke mused, and I'm telling you now, Naruto, if you lose to Temari, I'm firing you as my rival and hiring her instead. The fact she's 3 days away is a bit of a problem. But me living in Oto, or just outright traveling, never hurt our rivalry, so that shouldn't be a problem. Although I'd have to do something about Ino, as I refuse to share a rival with her.
How can you fire me as your rival?
Naruto demanded.
You're not exactly paying me.
I buy you ramen, Sasuke pointed out, and given how much you eat, I think that's more than generous, especially as you profit from my rivalry as well.
Point!
Naruto conceded. Wait, Sakura said slowly. What do you mean? You only have 2 difficult matches coming up. You're the only one without a bye, and you're facing me, Gaara, and then Naruto should you win your first 2. Yeah, but even though Gaara and Naruto are worthy adversaries, I'm also fighting you, Sakura. Sasuke pointed out reasonably. Or so he thought, anyway. What part of I just kicked Neji's butt makes you think I'll be that easy to take down? Sakura demanded. I wasn't actually there for that fight, Sasuke reminded her. And unlike Naruto, I didn't leave a Kage Bunshin behind to give me the memories of the fight. For all I know, Neji got all mad that he couldn't finish those monologues he's apparently so fond of and quit. Your death will be slow and painful, Sakura promised. Probably, Sasuke agreed, but Kami knows it won't be at your hand. Sensing Sakura's darkening mood, Naruto wisely grabbed Sakura's hand and started dragging her off towards the medical area.
Come on, let's go with Neji! I can evaluate how well your therapy jutsu worked, and after what he said about stalking your hospital room, seeing you will probably give him a panic attack.